Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. And today we're out in the CUDA Club and I'm with Tom Lembeck. Tom, good to see you.
Great to see you, Lou.
And Tom's got maybe one of the greatest 440 Challengers that's out there. We're looking forward to the debate if people don't like this one, but what do we have here today?
We have a 1970 440 six-pack Challenger convertible with a 4-speed and a 410 Dana.
Colors?
Triple black.
Triple black. So let me grab the camera as I usually do. So with this one, triple black means black car, black top, and black interior. So we'll start right at the front of this one. This could be one of the greatest Dodge Challenger RTs in its time frame based on those colors. Now granted, you've got the Hemi Challengers, I get all that, but we're talking about from a 440 six-pack standpoint, it doesn't get much better than this.
No, I mean, the 70 Challenger, the style of the, the tail lights and, guys like the 71s, but the 70s kind of a little sexier, I think. And, black six-pack CUDA convertible or a six-pack Challenger convertible in black. I think there's only 2 4-speeds that were built in black for the Dodge Challenger in 1970. So, and this one's got an interesting history. In the MOPAR circles, it's known as the Richard Carpenter car because he owned the car, I think, in the late 70s or early 80s, and he was the brother of Karen Carpenter, of the Carpenter. So, a lot of history with this car, and it's always been coveted, and I knew of the car a few years back, and a buddy of mine got it from someone, and I bought it, and my friend John Nicolay did a full restoration, every nut and bolt on the car, and they don't even make this black paint anymore because it's got lead in it, so you couldn't duplicate the look of this car. And the more you buff on it, the crazier shine it gets.
Do me one favor, before we do that, let's turn on the
rear tail lights.
The tail lights for just a moment.
That's a pretty awesome piece of these 70 cars. You see it?
Yeah. Take it out of reverse for a moment, please. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I just let people kind of take that in. Beautiful.
The brake lights are incredible.
Yeah, that's a nice look. All right, we're going to turn the lights off for a moment. And Tom, let's open up the back of the garage for just a moment, too. So when we feature the trunk, I want to just show people the back of this car. That's glorious. Just wonderful.
Yeah, and I found some 1970 plates at the car show to put on there.
Yeah, that's cool. So. And the 4, and the 4, and the Challenger RT.
I mean, this car was just an incredibly clean, rust-free car. And the motor and tranny are matching, and the numbers on it are just, as clean and crisp as I've seen on, any of these cars. The trunk was perfect. If I could pull it up, I don't want to rip the trunk map, but it shows all the factory markings on the trunk. Here, when you see these little marks on there, it's factory original. You can see the undercoating. There was no trunk floor put in.
Wow.
Pretty incredible for one of these convertibles to be like that.
All right, we'll shut
Stay
that.
saver.
Tom, what got you started in, how did this all come about? You've had this car for about 15 years.
15, 18 years, a long time.
Yeah.
When I saw Hemi CUDA in 1979 at the University of Illinois, I saw a P-51 Mustang fly, and I saw Hemi CUDA in a hangar down in Danville. So then I just fell in love with Mopars. So all the years through the 80s, I was looking for six-pack convertibles, but they were, almost impossible to find. And, over the years, I've found 6 that I could buy, maybe a 7th 71, and, that's the holy grail of Mopars for me, are the six-pack convertibles.
And I know you drive them. I love the fact that you love sharing them with people. What is it like when you're driving this thing? What's the reaction?
I mean, the reaction is just, you know, people are awestruck by just how incredible black and the Challenger and just, you know, at twilight, especially with the lights, you know, just cruising it and shifting the gears. It's an amazing feeling. It's awesome.
Let's go. Let's take a look at the interior.
Now, the interior smells unbelievable. Those original door panels, the seats have been recovered, and the carpets. That door sticker was replaced. The original one was a little tattered. But, you know, this has always been a very coveted car in the MOPAR world.
Man, that just looks great.
So with the 4-speed and the 410 Dana, it's quite a car to drive around town. It's not the best highway driver. Someone would have to probably put an overdrive tranny, like a pass-in overdrive or something. They're pretty awesome transmissions, but you know, it's just a great street car.
The vents. And the Challenger. And of course, the all-important
4-speed.
4-speed.
And they optioned out without the, you know, it's just the 4-speed on the floor. Doesn't have the console, which was an option. Mm-hmm. C16.
Gorgeous. All right, let's take a look under the hood. While we're doing that, I'm just gonna shut the headlights.
Sometimes it doesn't come up smooth every time. There we go.
There we go.
Now the stock exhaust manifolds, they kind of rust out after you put them back on. And this is the original motor, but we worked the heads a little bit. And if I had better exhaust on it, this thing would make probably close to 525 horse on the stock motor. But when you put the stock exhaust on it for show or whatever, it chokes them out pretty good.
It's just a car that speaks for itself. I mean,
Yeah, just when you see, you know, triple black, or when you hear about a triple black 6-pack Cuda or Challenger, you get excited. Or it could be a Charger, or it could be a Super B. But when you think of E-body convertibles with a 4-speed in black, it just, you know, it gets your heart going.
it does. Well, speaking of going, let's
Turn
fire her
it on.
up.
All right. She idles and runs pretty smooth.
That's nice. Let me get a little exhaust now. Roll around, Tom. I will shut that down.
I mean, you know, it all comes down to exhaust on the car to, you know, really get the power out of that motor.
Let's have you shut that hood, please.
You know.
It sounds great, doesn't it? Though.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds. You know, it's got the stock sound. It's
Yeah,
smooth.
it's stock sounding. It's, you know, besides the head work, I think it's a pretty stock cam, you know, motor. It was always a good running car.
Stand right next to that car, please. Tom, what a treat. So glad that you got one of the cars that you were looking for a long time, and I know you've had it for a while, but obviously you're a great caretaker for the car. Always a pleasure to come to the CUDA Club. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
It's been fun, Lou.